This is the future.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, Green here and welcome to our video. I want to share with you all a few more fights from Soul Raids, and this fight will not be a Raven damager fight, I promise. It'll actually be to see how much Brainiac can do himself with the Beta Club equipped on him. I know how inventive Sigvald, how innovative, how did you think of that, Sigvald? That's amazing, Sigvald, but okay, let's put the praise aside and let's take a look at it. So yeah, the very smart idea behind this fight is we take the Beta Club away from Raven and we put it on Brainiac and we play them kind of the same way. And we kind of try and see if Brainiac can do some damage with the Beta Club. So yeah, Beta Club is going to scale with three things. Attack, lethal attack, and critical attack. Lethal attack, you'll have as much as Raven does because he's the one giving her lethal attack, so he'll be fine in that regard. Attack, not so much because his build has zero attack, is full tank. And crits, nah, nothing in that regard. So we'll see how essential for Raven actually those stats are and how a character that is lacking them but only has the lethal attack damage and the attack that he provides himself with his passive will perform. Messed up the tagging a little bit over there, but we're fine. Another special one in there. Yeah, so far I get a feel that Raven still deals more damage than Brainiac, even without the Beta Club equipped on her. Combo interrupting there, another special one. Getting the lethal stacked. Combo interrupting again, another special one. And combo interrupting one last time and putting Raven back in there. And yeah, the Beta Club damage is very low and Raven seems to deal far more with basic attacks. But there we go, that's a little bit of a spike in damage with a 2.5 mil that we got to see there. Keep in mind, this is a purely tank Brainiac. There's no offensive stat that went into this man except for his passive, Raven Darkness, and Beta Club dot damage. You got hit there a bit, but it's fine, no worry. Really, still waiting for the day where I can tag in my Raven without getting combo interrupted by basic attacks. That'll be great in NetherRealms, by the way. But yeah, there we go. Actually, not too bad, less worse than I expected it to be honest. This was an okay performance. Congrats, my boy Brainiac. Still not even close to what Raven can do herself doing that, but still a little bit of an interesting thing here. Now we're going to fight with the classic League of Anarchy, I mean the Harley League of Anarchy with Arkham Knight Batman, but look, there's no Raven in there. And we're using what's it called? God Killer. We're using the God Killer on Arkham Knight Batman, we're using All Blades on Harley. Still think Sword of Salvation at level 8 combined with a lot of passive attack from the Sword artifacts deals more than with All Blades, but I was like, let's give All Blades a try here. Also, a huge advantage if you're using the Sword of Salvation is that it takes far less for you to get started in terms of getting your super move out and starting to use special tools with Arkham Knight Batman. If you don't have Sword of Salvation, best case scenario, you're going to lose 35 seconds of the fight. There we go, she's stunned, and we're just gonna proceed with our normal cycle here. The beginning part is hard, and we're also going to experience some variety when it comes to the super move here, because we'll tag in, get hit by that, and try to stun. And yeah, she backed off, sadly, my bad. Harley back in there to not lose the All Blade stacks. But then back in there, and she backs off again. Chill, please. There we go, good girl. And now she's gonna not be able to do anything throughout the rest of the fight. Almost like I have another video maybe today, maybe tomorrow coming up with the God Killer sword, because it seems to be bugged in League Raids. You know how it's got a passive that doesn't allow enemies to block? Let's just say some of them do anyway. But yeah, getting back to this fight. Look, it's gonna be very similar amount of damage for the most part as far as I can see in the high values of damage, because with the Sword of Salvation at level 8 we'd get a high value of I think 1.2 or 1.3, which is still the highest value compared to the All Blades, though it hits sometimes a 1.3 as well, though Sword of Salvation is more constant it seems like. Because with this one you also have that small window when you sit on 4 All Blade stacks, and then there's the larger window when you don't. But yeah, because of the start getting so skipped and so easier to do, I would go with Sword of Salvation if you get like at high level and you have some other sword artifacts to boost the stats. Also get a level 3 God Killer and a level 4 Promethean Sword, pretty much the artifacts that they use on every single team in the Soul Raids. So no surprise there, didn't think I'll need to specifically mention that, but I did anyway. Here we go on our special 2, and this will be the end of this fight. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the fight you've all been waiting for, the fight that's most likely in the thumbnail and the title. Let's get to DEATHSTROKE plus MANTA. Keep in mind a few things. I'm not sure the Sword of Salvation was the best choice for Black Manta here, so that might hinder our damage a little bit, and it was not mandatory to make this strategy work. At the same time, keep in mind it's only a 4-star Black Manta without Brainiac, and I just can't emphasize enough how crucial Brainiac is for a Black Manta. Like, regardless if you're using the special 1 strat or not, the passive stats alone are gonna be huge for him. And yeah, we're pretty much gonna cycle between DEATHSTROKE and Black Manta. We're gonna do a full combo with Black Manta, and then we're going to tag in DEATHSTROKE into a special 2 the same way, the literal same way you would tag Brainiac for a special 1 if you wanted to boost the little of Manta. The exact same way. You make sure you go step, because we know how it goes with him and Taggins that get hit by basic attack hits. You can't have that. Make sure you combo interrupt there. With Black Manta, I guess you could use God Killer as well, if you wanted to not have to combo interrupt. Combo interrupting again. And yeah, more or less the sweet spot is if you do a swipe and then a special 2, though I think the special 2 animation is big enough to the point where you can even use it just that and then tag in. That being the only thing that DEATHSTROKE doesn't tag in. But I think because he's so clunky, it's actually a little bit safer to try and swipe after tagging and then do a special 2. I don't know, man, this character is challenging himself to use, because how badly he's designed. My DEATHSTROKE special 3, if you're wondering, is like level 12 currently. Might get it to level 13 or 14 at some point if nothing changes about it. But I don't know, man, it's in a very weird state right now. DEATHSTROKE back in there for another one. Another percentage health damage. I didn't actually stop to count them. You guys can count them and let me know in the comments, because I honestly don't really have time right now. Another one. Again, all the way to 1 minute left, and the man still pulling out percentage health damages. But yeah, the damage on Black Manta is kinda sad without Brainiac, I'll admit that. And again, it's only a 4-star dude. Combo interrupting again. DEATHSTROKE back in there, and with 42 seconds left, we finally, actually he did percentage damage on that as well. It's like, we finally reached the point where he no longer deals percentage damage. But here he is again. There, actually no, still some percentage damage there. But that was beneath the skills. DEATHSTROKE back in there, 20 seconds left of the fight, and this man, oh there we go, he's out of them. He did enough of them. But yeah, this team didn't perform particularly amazing, but that's because of the low health of Scarecrow overall in terms of damage. But yeah, nevertheless, thanks so much for watching. Please do like, comment, subscribe, and share if you enjoyed the video. Dislike it, maybe hit that bell button, and I'll hopefully see you all in the next one. And yeah, that was DEATHSTROKE without gears. No gears, by the way. So yeah, goodbye.
This is the future.